What's up, everybody? Welcome to Super Retro, a nostalgic podcast about retro gaming, TV and film, music, pop culture, sports, anything dope from the 80s and 90s. I'm your host, Tuck. That's your host, Will. It's great to be with y'all. What's up, Will?
What's up, man?
What we doing? Check out the shirt.
Yeah, I got the old Earnhardt.
What'd you say when you went somewhere today?
Oh, I stopped. As soon as I stopped somewhere today, the first person that saw my shirt walked past me and then all of a sudden hit me with the praise Dale. And I was just walking in and just started laughing, bro. I was like, that's what I needed.
That's funny. What about the hat, though?
I got the homage joint.
Yep.
The homage old school Buffalo joint.
Hell yeah. That's awesome.
And then just,
it looks good. Jeans. You were a little unsure about it.
Yeah.
I like that a lot.
I think it went with this little, Dale shirt.
Yeah, I'm feeling that.
I'm at NASCAR right now.
Yeah, I love the pattern.
Yeah.
I love it. It's good.
Yeah. And I got this shirt from ThriftCon.
Yep. Same with me. My whole shit came from ThriftCon.
Yeah, you got a whole ThriftCon outfit.
That original, look, y'all, Michael Jordan. I saw this shirt, which I know we're going to release a YouTube video at some point with the whole ThriftCon experience. It's just a lot of work, but you're getting a sneak peek now.
To me, it looks like a basketball card.
Yeah, I love this shirt. The back is real dope too. It's got his stats on the back. You see it?
No, look, that's what mine is.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, nutmeg.
Hell yeah.
Both. I just saw it on here.
Yep, that's the that was good company back then. Yep, that's funny. So I got that Michael Jordan. I got the Buick corduroy hat.
That's a steal, man.
My big goofy hat, but I love it.
Yeah, that's a steal for cheap.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Wait till you see the prices we paid for all this stuff.
It's ridiculous.
But yeah, so that's a fun little thing to talk about our clothes.
Yep.
Tomorrow is from today, when you hear this podcast, if you're hearing it on the first day we released it, tomorrow is the actual presidential election. And I tell you that to tell you that this is an absolutely politic-free zone.
Yeah.
You will never, ever hear a word of politics on our show. We are taking you away from all of that bullshit.
I was about to tell you, shut up.
Yeah, weren't you? You felt that coming, didn't you, boy? I tricked
was like,
you.
What are you talking about?
Yep. Nope. You'll never ever hear politics on this because we don't care who you voted for. We don't
give a fuck.
We don't want to know who you voted for. We just want to take it back to back in the day when politics didn't really matter as much. You didn't care if your buddy was the other party. You didn't care.
Yeah, no matter who was in office, it was a good time.
Yeah, it didn't matter. So you'll absolutely never hear that on our show, and I'm so proud to say that. We're trying to make y'all forget about all the problems of the world today.
Yeah, man.
Some opening notes. We made like a Super Retro Heads channel on our Instagram page. We've been posting questions in there. We've been asking people's opinions on stuff about the show. It's a pretty interactive way to use Instagram aside from the reels, and
just like to make sure everybody who really wants to get the info gets it.
That's right. Yeah,
because you could be following somebody on whatever and not see the stuff they post.
Right. I feel like we need to use this more.
Yeah, we don't use it near enough,
but we've used it. Yeah, we've used it.
I think we're just testing it out.
We've asked some cool questions. I almost used it today. So yeah, go join that on Instagram, where as of today or yesterday, we hit 75,000 followers on Instagram.
It's crazy how we always said it was never going to pick up on Instagram, and it picked up so much to where now it's about to pass TikTok.
Yep. So I think TikTok's around 78 or something, something like that. We're growing, y'all. And again, the podcast numbers, I check them like a crackhead, shooting through the roof, man. Shooting through the roof.
Weird, man.
And we appreciate y'all. We can't state it enough.
Yeah, it's pretty cool that you get to have this whole group that you can put stuff out every week.
Right. Yeah, man, it's awesome. I wish we could put full length podcast out every week, but at least basically I feel like what we've done is we stay on a pretty strict, like we always have like content for social media.
Yeah, that's why it's like our formula that we've just stumbled upon.
Yeah.
It just works, and we don't really want to deviate from that.
Yeah, the only thing that lacks a little bit is that long form, but
I'm just saying like what we found that has hit.
Oh yeah,
we just keep ripping that.
Oh yeah,
trying not to mess anything up.
Oh no.
So my buddy at work was like, "Why don't you have this guest?" I was like, "No, we don't really know how to switch it up right now."
Yeah, what do y'all think? Y'all want to? I do want to do some guests, but it's Yeah, I feel you. I feel like we have just a perfect
Yeah.
little formula
It's
going.
just us.
But don't get it twisted. If like,
I do want to do a couple of other people have asked us to do stuff.
yeah,
That'd be
we
cool.
should do that. We should do some other stuff with
Man.
people. But no, like if, for instance, Brother Lynch Hung or Yuzo Koshiro or
That'd be
or
more like an interview.
somebody we're talking about, wanted to join the show. What I think would be cool is to get people involved, in the gaming community or in the maybe an actor or maybe like a musician to come
Or
and reminisce
vintage
with
clothing.
us. Yeah, and reminisce with us,
Yeah.
and don't do that all the time, but every once in a while.
Speak to like experts in the various fields we talk about.
Yeah, that was literally the whole. I remember back when I was brainstorming before I'd even talked to you. I remember thinking that, like, yeah, I'm gonna get somebody for each topic. Like, you remember our
Yeah.
first episode, Zelda.
Mm-hmm.
I wanted somebody involved with something to do with Zelda
I'm
that
getting Koji Khan.
or knew more than we did,
Yeah.
at least, but it didn't work out.
No, but it's cool. I like it because when you think of podcasts, you sort of think of a guest.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But then there's like outliers that people just do their show.
Yeah.
Like Bill Burr. He don't even have, he just him. It's like, how can you just do that? Can you imagine just sitting here by yourself?
Yeah.
At least me and you get to throw stuff around to each other.
That's what Tony Baker does.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's hard.
Yeah, no
Doing a
way.
podcast by yourself. No guest.
freaking way. Chael Sonnen does that too.
Yeah.
On his UFC podcast.
That's wild, bro.
He just talks.
Yeah.
Like,
Just give me a
bro,
microphone.
I need somebody to, I don't think I could ever do it.
That's weird to me. I would.
On a podcast, I could do like a presentation.
Yeah.
To
Film
almost
something.
look like a podcast or
Yeah.
something. But nah, I couldn't sit here and bullshit and
Yeah.
like get real emotion.
Like you're sitting
By
right where I'm
myself?
at and there's nobody else
No way.
in that camera.
No way. I'm too insecure. Like, ain't no way anybody wants to see what I'm
I
talking
couldn't
about.
either.
But of course, as always, go check out our website and check out our merchandise. I'm not gonna lie to you and act like we have anything in the works because we don't, as far as new shit. But, we're thinking about it.
Hey, those shirts are still selling, man.
Yeah, we've sold. Hey, yeah,
That's
it's weird.
cool.
We'll have a day full of orders and the next day nothing. But
Yeah.
it's hit or miss.
I want some of those other logo styles back
Oh yeah.
because I feel like we could do something else with them.
What do you mean?
Just different stuff with those logos.
Oh, the ones we already used.
Yeah.
We should bring them.
They're all three fire.
I really like the Super Nintendo or the red.
yeah,
first one.
the
Our
Super
first one.
Nintendo one.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's fire.
I love that.
I love all the Nintendo Power one.
Yeah.
Is dope, and the
Castlevania.
Castlevania is dope.
Will wants super retro sweatpants.
I do.
I want a whole sweatsuit.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
The one that was in the magazine. Remember we saw?
Yeah.
We need to recreate that.
All right, y'all. Let's get into some shout outs. Don't know where this one came from, but I'm gonna read it to y'all. It came from Garrett Wesley Dallas. That's a name right there,
That is,
boy.
bro.
That's a name.
That's strong.
And that's real strong. It sounds like a character on Yellowstone or something.
Yeah, he's on fucking Deadwood.
Fucking Garrett Wesley Dallas. I've been sharing your page and Spotify with all my friends. Great show. Love the nostalgia. You described the feeling perfectly, especially with the NES games growing up.
Man.
Wanted to read this one because it was shorter.
That hits me, though. That's exactly what we initially tried to do.
That's right. I mean, that's perfect. So thank you, Garrett Wesley Dallas. This one comes from a Josh. This one's a little longer, but there's some cool shit in here. He says, "Hey, what's up, guys? I randomly stumbled upon the pod last week, and I got hooked instantly. Great production, sound, and looks awesome. I appreciate that. And you guys are super entertaining. I'm a musician from Southern Ohio, Chillicothe.
Sounds close.
Did I say that right?
To be exact.
Chillicothe, to be exact. I'm 37. In the last few years, out of nowhere, I started obsessing over anything nostalgic based from my childhood: video games, movies, music, old shows, magazines, etc. Bro, if there's anybody that feels you, we absolutely feel you.
It's like
on
you
that.
just said our intro.
Yeah. And I felt like I was going through a pre-midlife crisis or something. I guess you hit your mid-30s, your beard starts turning gray, and you get the urge to play Battletoads and shit. Happens to everyone. Anyway, I'm in a 90s inspired alt rock band called Red Temple Prey, and we play Louisville from time to time. When we roll through next, I'll guest list you guys if you want to come check the show out. Anyway, just wanted to drop a line and say that I truly think you guys are on fire right now. I'm a fan. So y'all keep putting out that heat and I'll keep watching. P.S. With the money I got for my 8th birthday, I bought Shaq Fu for some goddamn reason, and I haven't been trusted to make a decision since.
He thought he was doing something.
That's hilarious. And you know what? I responded to this. This was an email.
That's awesome.
And as I went and searched his band, Red Temple Pray, on Spotify, and I started listening to him, and I responded to his email while I was listening to him. And they were all right, man.
Yeah, that's cool.
They were all right. And when he says they're like a 90s inspired alternative rock band, that's exactly what I got. That's exactly what I got. So, yeah, man, we're not going to make any promises coming out to
it's
see
hard
you
for
play.
Us to do this.
Will got 37 kids. I got 37 kids.
It's hard.
And just doing this podcast is damn near impossible. But, you know, you never know. If it's on a Saturday and, you know, we got a sitter or something, you know, I might pop out. Because I really appreciate you sending this email and the way that you approached with that. Because, you know, I used to do this same shit with my band. I would just, you know, drop my band in there and hopefully somebody would check it out. And that was always the best way to do it, you know? So keep doing that shit. That's cool, man.
Yeah, thanks, Josh. That's awesome, though. And sorry about Shaq Fu, man.
Dickies, y'all. Y'all remember Dickies back in the day?
Sure do.
Bro, I used to go to Walmart because I didn't know where else to get them. They had a little bitty-ass Dickies section. And I would get me some shorts that, first of all, were huge.
Way too long.
Way too long. Never, ever quite looked right on me. And I knew it. But I was just like, you know what? I'm going to rock with it.
Oh, we both did.
This is how I'm rolling. I'm going to trust the process.
Yeah.
They look good on everybody else.
Little side pocket.
So they look good on me. And I have the little, at the time, now I have skinny ankles, but as like a 14-year-old.
They were skinnier.
Bro, they were toothpicks. For real. I was like walking around on straws.
My legs were too thick. So it was like, you know what I mean? It looked too, I was constricting Dickie shorts, bro. This
motherfucker had some umpire shorts on.
No, I had this. They were big, but my legs were just too big.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, I couldn't run or something. Like if I start running, you're like, oh, this ain't good.
Oh shit.
Yeah. So yeah, I remember Dickies, man.
And then the shirt, you would get the button-up shirt to match.
Bro. And
what's comedy is this is work clothing. We not doing a damn thing.
those shirts felt like cardboard.
You get a wife beater underneath.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Or underneath your button-up.
Bro, Dickies had everybody.
You get your Dickies, and then if you were real special or real fancy, you get the Dickies hat with the horseshoe on it.
I never did. I don't think I ever went farther than the shorts.
Oh, you never got the shirt?
I don't think so.
Oh, okay, I for sure did. I walked in that bitch looking like
Dickied out.
Like I worked for somebody.
You
like
worked for Dickie?
I worked for Dickie, or like I worked on buses. I don't know. I look like a mechanic is what I'm saying.
For sure.
Or something. Dickies, man. Dickies. They defined my high school experience.
Yeah, bro.
It was definitely high school. And I'll never forget them.
Bunch of skaters I've seen.
Skaters wear them.
Everybody. It was a big
hip-hop shit.
Yeah, it was a lot of different ranges of people wore Dickies.
Yeah, it was just like universally accepted.
Yeah.
So yeah, y'all Dickies. Y'all remember Dickies. Now, I don't know if this is real.
Fact check this shit.
I did fact check it, and Ted Danson was 35 during the filming of season 1. I did.
I just don't think those pictures.
I did check it. Now, I don't know how many seasons Cheers had.
This is like season 8.
But
that picture.
That's what I'm saying.
There's no way, bro.
I'm not going to trust the internet just because somebody put season 1 at the bottom of it.
But we are. We're trusting them.
But
for this, we're going for it, bro.
If this motherfucker right here in the middle, 35, what's his name back here?
Ted Danson.
No.
Cliff?
Cliff. Dude on the right's Norm, and dude in the back is Cliff, right?
Yeah.
If that motherfucker's 35, bro, I'm.
You know, the girl looks straight, but not the old lady.
Listen,
She does not look 34.
Lady in the front,
looks about
33. I buy that because people from back in the day looked a little older at the same age.
I think I could almost go with Norm.
Oh, lady on the right, the red polka
no
dot.
No way, she's 34.
Red polka dot. If she's 34,
that's my mom.
I'm 150.
That's my mom. That's a mom I knew from the 80s and 90s.
That's definitely somebody's mom. That's your 22-year-old friend's mother.
Yeah.
She is not 34.
Why does Ted Danson look even older than like Norm?
Yeah, he does. I could buy Norm being 34.
He looks sort of youngish. Like his face looks a little baby face.
That's what I'm saying. Like if you were to shave his hair,
yeah,
give him a haircut,
But Cliff and Ted look rough. And oh boy, I mean,
I know. Come on, 58.
Come on now, he's 70.
58. That man is 73 years old. Get out of here with the 58. Nah, this make you think right here.
That's just because back then, bro, when I was a kid and someone would talk about someone my age, you about dead.
Exactly.
Like he's 40. What?
Yeah, like nah.
Holy shit!
It seems so far away.
I remember the thought I had of someone 40.
Yeah.
Like, that's disgusting.
Like, I don't want to be 40. Like, I'm going to get there and it's over.
I didn't know when I got that age I'd feel the same.
All right. It's time to settle this once and for all. When you talk about video game music, the list goes on and on with certain composers that people like, certain games that people just swear by the soundtrack. But when it comes to pause music, there's only two we talk about. These are iconic, both of them in their own right.
Yeah, they're timeless.
Let's settle this once and for all. Let's play them. Which two are we talking about? We're talking about the Battletoads pause music. On the other hand, we're talking about GoldenEye 007's pause music, which is iconic.
It is.
There's been a million videos out there about it, and it just, it hits.
Yeah, it lives on.
So let's play these. We're going to play about 30 seconds of each. Well, let's see how they make us feel. All right, imagine it's early 90s. You're playing Battletoads. Something happens. You got to pause it. You need to go run to the kitchen real quick or something. Or your mom's coming in talking to you.
She's yelling for you.
She's hollering. You got to pause it. Here we go. Now.
That's so different.
It doesn't hit the way I used to remember it hitting, but I can tell you right now, the sounds are good.
Yeah, it's an addictive little...
Yeah, it's a loop.
Yeah, it's an addictive little loop. That's what it sort of gets you in the groove.
Yeah,
like it isn't as complex as like GoldenEye 007.
Right, so nostalgic though.
But it's that same little, it'll get you in a little vibe.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it kind of hooks you in there.
And then you sitting there hyping yourself up, and then you hit unpause real quick.
Yeah.
When you're in it.
Yeah. Very dope. Now, let's play what oftentimes is referred to as the best pause music of all time.
I don't think it's any doubt.
You don't think there's any doubt? I'd like to see what we're going to put a poll on this video and y'all can vote.
I'm sure there's some cool ones, but this, goddamn.
I don't know how you beat this, man. I don't know how you beat this. It's like 1996, 97, something like that.
It had no business being that good.
And a lot of people, have claimed that that this was like part of their smoke session.
Oh yeah.
When you hit pause, and for some odd reason, it gives me that feeling too.
Think about it, one of them first ever like shooter games. Just the first time you could actually play a shooter with your buddies. Right. Like thinking that's all this gaming is now today.
And a lot of times it was you were a teenager. So you were just, you and the boys were thick,
Oh, yeah. I hung out with people all the time.
Yeah, and that's what you did.
There was a reason you had 4 controllers. Now, not so much.
Yeah, exactly. And you guys would just, play this game, and then you be in a spot where it's time to pause the game. Yeah. We gotta chill for a second. I gotta run over here. You pause the game, shit would immediately start banging. I mean, just...
that first little boom.
And then remember the vibes. The xylophone.
That's so crazy, bro.
Man, I love that shit.
There's no way.
He was just in that hi-hat.
Bro. Imagine like your job was to go make that pause music.
Mm-hmm.
Imagine like turning that in.
I know.
Like slapping that on the desk and be like,
I feel like
there you go.
I feel like it didn't earn its place until years later.
I know, yeah, but I'm saying the person knew.
The dude that made it knew.
And I'm saying the guy that approved it was like, yep, we want that as our pause music. Good job.
Yeah, you imagine him going through the game, getting to the pause music. He was like,
okay.
Yeah,
I like what you did there.
Yes.
I like what you did there.
That bops.
Yeah, good job, buddy.
What do y'all think? Is it a landslide, GoldenEye 007?
Yeah, how close is Battletoads to GoldenEye?
But, we don't necessarily have to rank it on the way that it sounds.
No, I think we just appreciate...
Nostalgic value.
I think you appreciate good pause music.
You definitely appreciate it.
Because, it's few and far between to have some classics like this.
I want to know which holds more nostalgic value is the question we should ask. Which one of these hold more nostalgic value? Is it the Battletoads pause music or is it GoldenEye 007's pause music? I'd like to know.
Yeah.
All right, y'all. So this is an article that Stephen King's college wrote about him. It's going on about how he...
Like after he made the big time.
Right. This is him like getting his first paycheck, his first real book published, which actually was Carrie. It made him about $200,000. And he in like 50% of the royalties. So this was a big deal that he had went to college there and they wrote about it. So he sold Carrie for $400,000. So the college had to write about it, but that's not really what I want to talk about. Look at this picture.
Bro.
Look at this picture.
That picture is like what if you had like that's the definition of acid.
No doubt. Look, now I'm not. I mean, obviously we're talking about his appearance, but I want to talk about it in a positive way.
There's no way he wouldn't talk about it.
Think about all the movies that Stephen King has written. If he didn't look like this, I don't want to see him.
Yeah, bro.
You know what I'm saying?
Every book that you know of Stephen King, that's who you think wrote it.
This is who I need writing it.
Yeah.
That person right there.
Yeah.
And I know later in his life now he's cleaned up and he doesn't look like that anymore. But I love the fact that at one point in Stephen King's life, he looked like that.
And he was writing fire.
My man.
On God knows what.
Exactly.
Like, and going, they said, what did he say? Wrote Cujo and don't remember it?
Yeah. And he directed Maximum Overdrive and doesn't remember it. He was just coked out the whole time. But man, my guy. The unibrow, how do you even...
That's Anthony Davis ain't got shit on that.
You know that. Anthony Davis, step to the back of the line, bro.
That's the brow.
That's the real brow. It may not look like that today, but just know he can do it if he wants to.
That's brow number one, bro.
That's definitely brow number one. But come on, man. Stephen King.
Bro,
that is hilarious. Thank you. I'd love to see the scenario in which he took this picture.
Look at him, bro.
That shit's scary,
He look like a caveman.
He does, boy. Look like he's been eating raw meat right off the bone.
Them 2 teeth right there are some chompers, bro. Bro, he's killing with them 2. He can kill you with those 2 teeth.
Dude, in the eyes?
Yeah.
You want to talk about crazy eyes? Have you ever
Why does one look way crazier than the other?
I don't think I've ever seen crazier eyes like that on a person. All right, y'all. Time for some new old shit. This week we're talking about the Nintendo 64 dropping in 4K.
This shit doesn't even make sense to me. Like when I was sitting there reading it, I was like, I don't understand what y'all are doing.
I know.
How is it gonna look? Show me.
I'll tell you what though, when you look at Nintendo 64 on a flat screen TV, it is absolute ass.
Yeah, it's not as good as you remember it.
No, but if you put it on a CRT TV, it looks great.
Awesome. Yeah.
That's what they're doing. They're going to convert it to 4K. A company called Analog is going to convert it to
I'm telling you, it looks sharp.
4K, and it's going to be crystal clear on the screen. I can't even imagine. what that's going to look like and what that's going to play like. It's what you want.
That's what we wanted back then.
It's what we wanted back then. It's what we wanted now, you know, because when you do hook the Nintendo 64 up to the flat screen, it's a little disappointing. You power through it, but it's definitely disappointing the way it looks.
Yeah.
Like the NES looks way better. The Super Nintendo looks way better. The Nintendo 64 looks like absolute ass on a flat screen TV.
Yeah, it's weird.
But
I think there's definitely a market for this, especially right now.
I want one.
Yeah, I mean, of course we do.
For sure. It's dropping in white or black. It can upscale classic games to 4K and includes multiple display modes to mimic the look and feel of a CRT TV.
That's fire.
So that's pretty damn cool. And get this, y'all. Here's the best part about this. It's 100% compatible with the whole Nintendo 64 library. That's so dope. It just takes the cartridges, you know, that you have, and you just pop it right in. It looks like a smaller, sleeker version of the Nintendo 64.
Yeah, it looks real sharp.
But I'm very, very interested in that. So it's going to drop in 2025 for $249. And you can actually pre-order it right now. It was supposed to be available, but they had to push it back because you know how that shit goes.
Bro, think about that.
But you can pre-order this now.
We're in a world where we're so retro and so vintage like stuff. It's so cool that they're bringing shit back and branding it.
I think it's real dope.
$250.
I think
it's
real
gonna
dope.
Sell out.
It's gonna be real dope. Yeah.
How cool of a world.
Yeah, it shows you where this whole community and this whole movement and this whole culture is going.
Yeah.
It's
bring us our childhood back in 4K.
Right.
And we'll pay $250.
Because you can go out and play. What's the game that just came out? Call of Duty or something? Or?
Yeah, I mean Black Ops.
Black Ops.
You can play. You can play
games like that, or you know, this is.
You can play both.
Yeah.
Those people who play Black Ops are gonna get this too.
And that shows you, that's a testament to the quality and playability of the Nintendo 64 games, in my opinion.
It still lives on.
They're still great to play.
Yeah.
They're still really fun to play.
The gameplay was so awesome that people are still going back to it.
Yeah, because again, we've talked about this before. You know, then gameplay was very, very important. You know, now you can just make stuff look really cool.
Yep.
And just fun, and that's all you need.
Yeah. It was way more important then than it is now.
Right. You know, it seems like Nintendo's always been that way.
Yeah.
Though.
They had to. It was awesome, and they did. Their catalog is awesome. So it's a cool library of games to want on 4K.
Yeah. So, analogs 4K Nintendo 64. Pick that up or go pre-order.
We'll take two of them.
We're definitely going to pick up a couple of them.
We'll take two.
We might have to get three, Will. One for you, one for me.
One in the box.
And one in that box. You know how it goes. Let's talk about some grade school nostalgia from the 80s and 90s.
Man, that shit is the stuff you never forget.
No, it's embedded in who you are as a person.
It really is, man.
So let's get right into it, y'all. We got a lot to get into. Sports pencils.
When this came out, I told somebody, I was like, you were collecting teams you didn't even care about.
Nah, dude, when you see the Cowboys one?
Yeah.
You get your hand on that Cowboys one.
Or you get the Eagles. You're like, holy shit.
Yeah, the Eagles is the jam. The Eagles is definitely the jam. But I remember
I bet the Bears was fire back then too, bro.
I remember we used to play pencil break for these.
Oh, yeah.
These were on the line. These were currency.
These are the ones you couldn't bear to break.
Nah, you would just hold this one like it was,
this is my main pencil.
Yeah, you got to get through all of these to get to this pencil.
Like I'm using this in school. Like, you know, this is my go-to.
Yeah.
That's something I haven't thought about until right now.
What?
How when you were in school, you had a go-to pencil.
Oh, for sure.
Like, this is my favorite.
Yeah.
Like,
absolutely.
and when it would fucking break or something, or it'd be gone, you'd be like, damn.
Yeah, it's like starting over.
Straight up.
But I remember getting that Cowboys joint and was like, yeah, boy, I'm doing something. Because I don't think I ever got the pack together.
Yeah, the Cowboys is fire.
I think I just acquired these somehow. I don't know how they even sold these, but these are dope. And I wish they would bring them back. The Los Angeles Rams is whack, though. But you're right, man. That Eagles.
It's fire.
Oh, my God. That Eagles is fire. I want that right now. I want all of them. The Saints is fire, too. Look at that.
I saw a picture just like this with the Bills on it. It was pretty awesome.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, it was pretty awesome. But that, man, that hits. If you're in school in the 80s and 90s, that's where it was.
Scratch and sniff stickers.
Bro, this was like the futuristic technology.
I love this shit.
Yeah, me too.
I love this shit. I can smell the grape one.
100% right now.
Grape, I can just smell it by looking at it. I can smell all of these. And I don't even know where we got these.
Me neither.
I guess the principal would come through and just pop them on you or something.
Bro, what marketing? Like, you gave this to the only people who really was gonna love it.
This had to come with something that everybody knows this right here.
Yeah.
Do you remember this?
I've had the grape on something on my like notebook
That's what I'm saying.
for no reason.
Like, where were these like teacher specials or something? Yeah.
You just be smelling it periodically through the day.
And then it would like lose smell.
Yeah, you'd be like, damn, it's going away.
It would fade.
So you'd scratch it to try to get the smell to pop.
Yeah.
What the fuck are we doing? Like, how stupid was this, but how cool. Like, we thought it was amazing that something could smell.
And what's fucked up, there's no telling how they got these things to actually smell that way.
Yeah, what'd they do?
In the 80s, like, what are they putting on this
What
shit?
chemical did I sniff like this?
What did I sniff directly into
my nostrils,
my sinuses, and into my lungs?
The pizza one could not have been good.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Field day.
Bro, that was like the day you could show people who you were.
That's right.
You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
Like, y'all didn't know Lil Johnny was about it.
Yeah. You didn't know Lil Johnny was the fastest one-legged hopper in the whole school
that you've ever seen.
You found out today.
Yeah.
You didn't know Lil Tammy
could run like that.
Could run that damn fast on the relay team.
Yeah.
Where did that come from? I don't know.
This is where you got like different identities.
And this is where you also got your ass busted.
Yeah.
Because inevitably I'd always end up on the whack-ass, weaker tug-of-war team.
Yeah. There was always something that you did in these field days that you got your ass kicked.
Oh, yeah.
Like, you might have showed out at something.
Yep.
You got a medal.
That's right.
But you sucked at a couple other things.
You got a ribbon.
Yeah, you got a ribbon. But there's a couple other things you was in that you thought you was going to be good at.
Yeah.
You ain't good at.
Boy, if you walked away with a field day ribbon, going back to school.
That's a flex for the rest of the year.
Going back to school, because mine, we always came back to school when it was over. You had that thing on, boy. That was like a badge of honor.
Bro, the next couple months are going to be smooth sailing for you.
You walk through and be like, yeah, there's number 2.
Yeah.
There's number 2 in the potato sack race. Yep, that's me.
Yeah.
Hey, the S drawing, y'all.
Man.
Why were we drawing this shit?
Bro, I showed my son this.
Yeah.
Like, one of the first things, he was like 5 years old. I started drawing this for him, thinking that was cool.
Yeah.
And when he saw it, he was like, oh my God. So then I thought, now he still draws it.
Oh, damn.
It's so funny to me.
So they call this thing the Cool S, also known as the Universal S, the Stussy S, the Super S, Pointy S, the Savage S.
Bro, I did not know it had this many names.
The Surfer's S, and the Graffiti S.
Dude,
Back in the day, this was like on lockers. This was in your notebook.
It was anywhere you were doodling.
It was in the bathroom stall.
Yeah.
And the exact origin of the Cool S is unknown, but it became prevalent around the early 1970s as part of graffiti culture.
It was something you could do so cool and so easy.
Yeah.
And teach somebody and blow their mind. The way this spread was, it was taught to people.
Yeah, right.
You know what I mean? Once someone showed you this, you were like, I got to, like, it was so cool that you had to show someone else.
Right.
Like, you know what I mean? Everyone that got this passed to them was addicted to that feeling of them when someone taught it to them.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So you were like, I'm watching this. I'm about to show somebody.
Let me show you something
I'm
cool.
going to be cool.
Yeah.
And then you're going to be cool to somebody. And that's how it went.
The Cool S.
The Cool S.
School pizza.
Bro, why? How was it so good?
I can taste it right now.
I don't even understand.
I can taste them edges right now.
I don't get it. Bro, and it was next to millions of other pieces like that.
Just square or rectangle pieces.
Rectangle pieces.
They said, we're just going to cook
And when you go in the line, you just see a sea of those.
Yeah.
And they'd be like, scoop, scoop. They were just printing school pizzas.
And then the pepperonis would be these little squares. Remember the little chopped up squares? You know what I'm talking about?
Who knows what that was?
And the sausage, you would get the sausage pizza.
Man.
Dude, I can taste this.
Me too.
It was so good.
Bro, we need to talk about school lunch in general.
Oh, yeah.
What a switch up from school where you got to go eat and be like savages.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? Shit went down at lunch. It wasn't the same.
No.
It was a different vibe. It was hard to control.
For sure.
Like, you know what I mean? School, classroom, I'm going to be a little calm.
Right.
You go in there, It's like a different world.
It's like gloves off.
Bro. Like
you don't have to. You can be a little more of your actual self.
100%.
Because you're allowed to socialize and talk.
And you get to go pick what you want to eat.
Mm-hmm.
Bro. The free line. You got that free lunch.
Oh, yeah.
Then
free lunch.
At one point, I had to start paying. I was like, oh, shit, I moved up.
Chocolate milk.
Chocolate milk. That's where I've consumed more chocolate milk in my life to this moment in school.
Definitely.
Like, it seems like as soon as school was done, I was like, chocolate milk went gradually down.
It's just weird though. Like, can you imagine now, as a grown man, eating like a sandwich for lunch and drinking milk with it?
No.
What the fuck is that?
Never in my life.
Why did we do that? Why am I eating a slice of pizza and washing it down with chocolate milk? What the fuck?
Yeah, thanks, school.
That makes zero sense. And it was the whole campaign about, milk being...
Does your body good.
Yeah. And it's nutritious.
Good for your bones.
Give me a fucking water or a juice or something.
I didn't even know I was lactose intolerant then. Thanks. Fucking thanks, bro. I'm in fucking 5th period like, damn, I don't feel good.
Getting a hall pass. I gotta go to the bathroom.
I gotta go. Why you gotta go to the bathroom every day after lunch, Will? Because I'm lactose intolerant. Y'all fucking serving me milk every day. You know what I mean? I didn't even know what lactose intolerant was, bro. Back then you didn't know.
Straight up.
Like, this milk got me weak.
You just thought that was part of...
That was part of drinking milk.
That's who you were.
Yeah.
I guess you didn't even know it was the milk.
No, yeah, you're right. I just was like, I must have been the pizza.
Yeah,
why would it have been the milk? They told me it was good.
Yeah, it's definitely not the milk.
Bro, my life got drastically better after I quit drinking milk. But yeah, milk and fucking pizza, bro.
It's disgusting.
Who?
We should do it.
We should eat pizza and drink chocolate milk.
Pizza and drink chocolate.
Bro, I will tear that bathroom up over there. Fucking get out of here.
Oh my god.
But no, we need to turn back to we need to do another video on this.
And talk about school lunch.
Yeah, because I got some shit that was fire.
Some of it was good and some of it was
whack. They had chicken nuggets.
Oh my god.
And they made these rolls.
Yeah.
And we would just open the rolls up and put the chicken nuggets in. Yeah. Fucking talked about it all week. Well, all month, bro. If we saw chicken nugget day, we all were like giving each other fives and shit. Like, bro, we about to make chicken nugget sandwiches down there tonight.
What about that thin ass chicken patty?
Yeah.
The chicken sandwich, but it was like this baked fucking
slab.
Chicken patty. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, like flat slab.
It was flat, but also like baked. Like they had tossed it in some shit.
Shake and bake.
Yeah. Some shit like that. But guess what? It was fire.
Yeah, I don't care.
It was good.
And the Thanksgiving dinners when they rolled around?
Oh, the turkey with the gravy.
Bro, whatever that gravy was, I was licking it, sopping it up with that same biscuit.
Yeah, I couldn't get enough.
It was like a roll, almost like a...
Yeah.
They had almost like a Texas Roadhouse vibe going on back then. You know what I mean? Like a yeast roll or something. Bro, yeah. Fire. Dude. And I would sop that weird, whatever kind of fucking fake gravy they were giving me. Mm-hmm. Loving it.
Yeah, and you know what I remember about the turkey? Like, that obviously they would do that around Thanksgiving, but they would also throw that in just randomly.
Oh, yeah.
A couple times through the
year. You get that on a Thursday.
You get that at like fucking April.
Yeah.
You'd be like, fuck yeah.
This is hitting.
Yeah, like this is what I needed.
They throw in some weird fucking stuffing.
But damn, we just went on a rant.
School lunch, bro.
Hey, and we were originally talking about school pizza, which again I want to reiterate.
That's how good school pizza is. That it made us talk about school lunch.
Like, I wish I could find this somewhere. I wish I could just go to a fucking middle school.
Like you wish you could roll up in like Costco and they had some kind of new pizza that looked like that.
I'm just gonna pop up in my kid's school. Just be like,
"What kind of pizza y'all got?
Y'all got any pizza?" Dodgeball,
bro. This was savage.
This right here separated the men from the boys quick.
Yeah. This is a game where you weren't just playing to have fun.
No. You were proving yourself.
Yeah.
Right here. And unfortunately for me, I was always a smaller kid in the class. I got my bell rung many a time.
I was winging that ball.
See, I couldn't throw that hard.
I couldn't throw that hard because my hands were too small.
Right.
Know what I mean?
Yep.
If you could palm that motherfucker now, I'll beat a kid in the head. But back when I was playing it, I'm over here like throwing it like a fucking sling.
And there was
because I could throw hard.
There was
Give me a
always,
baseball. This game's over.
there were always those big ass kids just
Throwing missiles.
bro, just beast mode.
There was many people that went to the principal's office or got hurt.
Oh yeah.
They went to the nurse
Yeah.
because they got pegged at dodgeball.
Oh yeah.
Think
Hit their
about
head
that.
on the wall or some shit.
Banged them. Face was red as shit.
Yeah.
What happened? He got hit with a dodgeball.
Scholastic book fairs.
Bro, this was like some fucking fair that came to school every so often.
I was looking this up earlier. I was doing a tad bit of research, and I thought this was only me, but it became very apparent that most people couldn't afford to buy books from the book fair. Most people. I was reading like hundreds of comments on this Reddit thread, and if you didn't know ahead of time, it would just show up. You would fail to take the flyer home. Your parents wouldn't know. You would just go walk around and look.
Yeah, and leave with nothing.
And leave with nothing. Just look at all. Just imagine what it would be like to buy some of these books. You know, I did end up grabbing a few things from time to time.
You'd leave with a bookmark.
100%. You get a bookmark.
Like, this is all I
You get a
got.
Lamborghini poster
It's
for
just
$1.
How poor I am.
Yeah, but
What'd you get, Will? I got a bookmark.
what'd you get? I got
I got a Nintendo book.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
But they had Where's Waldo books, they had Nintendo secret books, they had calendars. It makes me think of Clifford the Big Red Dog.
Yeah. Bro,
Remember him?
Where's Waldo? Somebody got that. You were jealous for a week.
And this was like before the internet for us. So a lot of times this is the only, you were exposed to a lot of different franchises. And just like I said, Clifford, that Mad Libs. Remember Mad Libs?
Mm-hmm.
Like, you were exposed to this stuff. This is the only time you got exposed to
You
it.
remember too? You are like rushed. You only had a certain amount of a window where small window to go in there and pick what you wanted.
Yep.
Because there's another class coming behind.
Yep. You got like 10 minutes.
Yeah, you're
or
like,
something.
shit.
Yeah. The pressure's on.
It's like what we talked about at the store. Like, what do I spend this 80 cents on?
Exactly.
Do I get a bookmark and this eraser?
That's right.
Or these new pencils or a book?
Yeah.
Like, you had to be crazy go in there and buy a couple books.
No shit. I mean, that's why they would send the flyer home with you, and you'd look at it, you'd circle everything that you want, but sure enough.
Or you'd miss it one year and you'd be like, Mom, next year I got to be ready.
Yep. And you'd think about it a lot.
For sure.
You'd think about it a lot to go in there and buy a bookmark.
You got pumped when you got to go get a Lamborghini poster at the Scholastic Book Fair.
School supply store.
That store, that was the plug. It was like Walmart in this little room where where it's the half a door where the top's open and
it's like a closet.
and the other one can open up too.
They're in like the smallest room ever.
Yeah, and they're back there just slanging. I'd have my mom write me a note and tell her I was sick, and they would give me Luden's cough drops. And it was like candy, bro.
You eat the whole pack before the end of the school.
Not even sick. It was, and my mom would do it. What a cool mom. I was in there just down in Luden's, like, because then you could do it at school. So I'm over in class, like, eating candy. Everybody's like, fuck.
I want a Luden's right now.
Yeah, they're fire. I'd eat one right now.
Trapper Keepers. Come on now.
They couldn't have been cooler.
You can't talk about grade school nostalgia.
Whatever design that is right there.
Yeah.
Good Lord.
You can't talk about grade school nostalgia without talking about Trapper Keepers. This was just part of who you were. Look on the right, Will. On the bottom left of that picture on the right, the perforated white piece there. That hits me there.
Don't even know why they did that, but
it was cool.
It was killer.
It made it cool.
Yeah. And that design on the left, bro. Wow.
Yeah.
And the way they used the whole flap was genius, bro.
The flap, and on the flap they would put like mathematical stuff.
Yeah.
Like a math table.
They used their space well in the Trapper Keeper.
Yeah, so your Trapper Keeper was a direct reflection of who you were. This is more high school. It probably crossed over into
But it went deep.
Into 8th and 7th. You guys know what I'm talking about. The little paper football.
Dude, that shit.
The little paper football. Y'all know what I'm doing right there.
That was next level fun.
It was. And then you would set it right here on the edge of your desk. You would hit it, and that was the kickoff.
Yep.
And then you would get, I don't remember how many.
I think you had 4.
4, just like 4 downs.
Yeah. No, you had 3.
Yeah.
And then you had to kick a field goal.
Yeah. 1, 2, 3, and then if you
You didn't get it to the end of that edge off the table.
it had to hang off the edge.
Yep.
For it
And
to
not
be a
fall.
touchdown. Yeah.
If you didn't get that by your third hit, then
Yeah,
you could try to kick a field goal for 3 points.
And the field goals were awesome.
Bro, you can
you
remember.
would hold it up for them. I mean, they're flicking it right at your fucking face.
Just like and you can remember certain times where you hit a banger. And you were like, bro, everyone would see it.
Yeah.
Like, dude, Will killed that today. You know, people talk about it. Like, that game had no business being that fun.
No shit.
We were not doing school shit.
Nah.
We were in there playing football on a table.
On a desk. It was a whole process, too.
It was, dude.
And you would, like, for real, people would, like, draw on their footballs.
You'd make your footballs all day in school.
Yeah.
You'd get that piece of paper and be like, okay.
Yep. And you would design them. You would customize the footballs.
I remember flicking it so hard it hurt your finger.
Yep. Get them real thick and solid.
Yep. Oh, my God.
Because there were different consistencies of
it's how far your football would go.
the paper
of how
football.
good you made it.
Yeah.
What a weird game.
So there it is, y'all. Grade school nostalgia from the 80s and 90s. What if I told you that the iconic musician Prince may have been one of the first people to ever play Oregon Trail?
That's crazy.
In the fall of 1971, the computer game was created for student teacher Don Raywich's 8th grade history class at Bryant Junior High School in Minneapolis. Interestingly enough, in the fall of 1971, Prince was an 8th grader at Bryant Junior High in Minneapolis,
How
the
cool is
same
that?
exact school and grade that this was created for. You have to just assume that Prince definitely played
The earliest versions of Oregon Trail.
for sure, because they were testing it on the kids. They were No, they weren't even testing it. They were just teaching history through it.
Yeah, they were trying to see if this would be a good process to learn.
Like, yeah, does this technology work for education?
Yeah, for sure.
And then, it birthed.
It was a banger. Every kid, there was a line waiting to play it.
Loved it.
And then not only that, the faculty wanted to play it. So, like, you could tell video games were going to blow. This might be the first video game I ever played.
Same. And
because I was at school.
you remember computer games, dude? This was like the introduction for me to computer games. There were some epic computer games.
Like, I would get so excited when we would go to the computer class.
Me too, man. You go to the library.
When we had like a computer class one time where it was like once you went there once a week maybe or whatever it was.
Yeah, we went to the same middle school.
Yeah, like once a day. I don't remember what it was, but whatever it was, we went and we were all just excited to what we were gonna play.
Right.
Weird games. To me, Oregon Trail was my first. Like it opened my mind to video games.
Yeah, and the whole storytelling with it and the
It was such a great game.
The scenarios you would get yourself in, you got to make the right decision.
Yep. And it was so different every time you played it.
Yeah. If you make the wrong decision right now, you're going to fuck around and die from dysentery.
Yeah, and the ways you die, and you'd write the names of the people you'd want in your, like damn, Tuck didn't make it.
Yep. Yeah.
I left you behind.
Mary drowned in the river.
I had a tombstone of you.
2 oxes died.
Yeah, 2 oxen died, bro. And like and that's what was cool is you get to pick your stuff in the beginning. Like it was like a whole problem-solving game, and then you'd learn about the Oregon Trail on your way.
Yeah.
You'd learn about landmarks and like it was so cool. And the hunting, so fire, going to hunt, sitting there shooting little dots at deer, and then they just turn upside down.
And you bring the food back to the
family.
family.
Yeah, like, are we eating?
And then you get robbed.
Yeah, by bandits in the night.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it was just go along that trail, bro.
Right.
Like, what a fun game.
And if you got super far into it, or if you beat the game, which I don't think I
did.
I don't think I made it to the end. Maybe I did. I don't remember.
Forging a river was so fucking tense.
Oh, man. You didn't know what was about to happen.
You're like, should I risk it or should I pay for a ferry? And you'd sit there and watch that animation and be like, please make it, please make it, please make it. And you see yourself sink.
But you knew. The reason you did it every time, because you knew it could be done.
Yeah. Yeah, if I did it once.
Yeah.
Oh, I made it? Cool.
Sometimes you make
Do it again.
Sometimes you wouldn't.
Lost 17 supplies.
Sometimes you lose all your food.
Yeah.
But damn it was worth it.
What a fun game. The sound.
On the other side.
But how cool would it be for a little young 8th grade Prince to be testing that out?
Yeah, I just want to imagine that it happened.
It did, 100%.
Let's talk about the top 5 hip hop and R&B collaborations from the 1990s. Pre-90s, in the 80s, this didn't really happen. There weren't R&B singers collaborating with hip hop artists. It was a new concept going into the 90s.
And it took off. Like a match made in heaven.
Here we go. Top 5. Just my list. Don't come at me. Drop your top 5 in the comments. Number 5, John B featuring Tupac, Are You Still Down? This one might not be as popular as the rest of them on the list. And what's interesting about this song, Tupac recorded his vocals for the track just before his untimely demise in 1996. So much so that John B didn't want to release the song because he didn't want to seem like he was clout chasing. Ultimately, it did end up getting released 2 years after Tupac passed away. And his label actually didn't want to release the song in general because it was just too different. You know, you had this smooth singing R&B singer, and then you had this brash hip hop personality. At the time, Tupac was probably the biggest artist in the world, but they didn't think that it would work for John B, which is so strange to me. How do you not hear this song and immediately just
it was a risk.
That's a banger.
This was a risk.
Number 4, Mariah Carey featuring Old Dirty Bastard, Fantasy. This song was released August 23rd, 1995. It's a super unlikely duo. They dropped a certified classic on us. This song also topped the Billboard Hot 100 charts and sold 1.5 million copies in its first year. This song gets credited a lot with introducing the hip hop and R&B collaboration sound to mainstream America. Old Dirty Bastard's verse is iconic. Me and Mariah. Number 3, Method Man featuring Mary J. Blige, y'all. You're All I Need. April 25th, 1995, produced by none other than the RZA from the Wu-Tang Clan. This song is often cited as the first hybrid of what is now known as Thug Love duets. After that, you had all kinds of shit. Ja Rule and Ashanti and all those songs. Nelly and all that stuff. It won a well-deserved Grammy in 1996. Reached number 3 on the Billboard Hot 100, and it did reach number 1 on both the hip-hop and R&B charts. Method Man is the truth, y'all, and I'm glad this song exists. Mary J. Blige kills it with her huge vocals. Method Man, he doesn't get mentioned atop the best to ever do it as much as he should, but he's definitely an amazing artist, and he's still really fucking good. Number 2, Warren G featuring Nate Dogg, Regulators. Released April 23rd of 1994 on the Above the Rim soundtrack and later on his debut album. It's one of the most re-listenable songs that we have from the 90s. It has aged incredibly well. It's almost gotten better with time.
For sure.
If that's possible. Warren G actually produced this song, and I read this earlier that Warren bought a stack of vinyl records for $250 from a poor man he felt bad for outside of a Roscoe's Chicken and Waffles in Hollywood. Among them was Michael McDonald's I Keep Forgetting, a song he recalled from his stepmother and father's gatherings in North Long Beach. Warren decided to sample a 4-bar loop from the track for Regulate. What if he didn't get those records? This song wouldn't exist.
It's cool when shit like that happens. And the fact that he watched Young Guns, the fact that he's watching that movie and then he's like, you know what, that was sick. Rewind that. Regulator.
And I was also watching Warren G. He said that ironically, him and his crew would say Regulate before they saw that in the movie.
Yeah, and they probably just was like, that's us.
And during a period of financial uncertainty, this song actually saved Def Jam because it was the biggest song of that year in that space. Oh, and the album, Warren G's album, blew up as well and kind of got Def Jam back on their feet. Number 1, Nas featuring Lauryn Hill, If I Ruled the World. It was released as the lead single from Nas' second studio album. It was written on June 4th, 1996. This one right here, though, is less commercially accepted than any other one on the list. It only reached number 53 on the Hot 100, which is absolutely absurd, and the song wasn't actually certified platinum until June of 2021, which is shocking to me.
How dare you?
Because I feel like it's just understood. Like when I say this, I bet this is a lot of other people's number 1.
Man, this was so good. And as soon as this track played, it felt so big. Like in what they were saying, like it was such a deep song.
I remember where I was at the first time I heard this song.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
it had that much of an impact. And to find out that it only reached 53 on the Hot 100.
That's really crazy to me.
That's weird because, you know, it's critically acclaimed and it's often mentioned amongst the greatest hip hop songs of all time.
Yeah, like
this really put Nas on the map for the mainstream. We knew Nas was dope. The streets knew Nas was dope. After he dropped this record, the whole world knew. But there you go, y'all. Top 5 hip-hop and R&B collaboration songs from the 1990s. All right, y'all. That's the show. Thank y'all for rocking with us as always.
Man.
We had some cool topics.
Yeah, man. That was a dose for me. That was a dose of nostalgia for me.
Yeah. I can't wait to get in, start editing this. You know, it's really cool that we use one of the listeners. If you go back and listen to, I think it's episode 31, I believe it might be. He, in his email he sent to us, he recommends he asked us what was our favorite hip hop and R&B collaboration. So
good topic, dude.
We just used his topic. Yeah. So
send us topics, man.
Yeah, we're listening. You know, if it strikes a chord with us, we'll put it in the notes, and next thing you know, we'll be cutting a bit on it. Yep. So that's
our favorite thing about this is the people that reach out to us.
Right.
Literally, like, I mean,
Easily.
every week, me and Tuck just sit and talk about or like post each other pictures of people's comments and stuff people say and emails we get in the Gmail.
Yeah, you best believe if you say some like, you know, heartfelt shit or just anything positive about us, 9 times out of 10 we're screenshotting that bitch and sending it to each other. Yeah. We appreciate that.
And then writing you back. And even on Instagram and TikTok and all the social medias, YouTube, we try to hit everybody up. We appreciate everybody writing to us.
Really cool, man. Really cool.
That's really the only reason we want to keep, like, when we keep going with this and, you know, 100,000, whatever it gets to, like, I don't care how big it gets. That's all I will care about, was talking to those people.
Yep. And our people first.
Yeah, like just the nostalgia crew. You know what I mean? Of enjoying the same shit we do. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Like, and being collectors. Like, I love the people that have started collecting because of the stuff we talk about.
We've inspired people to collect.
Like, to me, that's all we started collecting.
That's got to be one of my favorite parts as well.
Our shit got so out of hand, we were like, well, let's talk about it. Yeah. It just so happens to be fun. You know what I mean? People actually resonate with watching us talk about collecting.
Crazy.
Who knew?
Crazy. And, hey, let's see some of them retro pieces, some of those retro clothing pieces.
Yeah, and I love the collection pictures too.
Yeah. Again, follow us on the socials. If you want to support the show, go like, subscribe, whatever it is you can do. Leave a rating, leave a review on Spotify, and you can now do comments on Spotify, by the way.
Yep.
On each episode, and Apple Podcasts, rate, all that stuff. It helps. All right, y'all. It helps.
Still about to throw a lot of stuff up on YouTube.
Yeah, it's coming. It's coming. YouTube's coming.
I mean, should we tell them like what's happening?
What?
Like, YouTube got accepted for 3-minute shorts, and we're about to upload all kinds of stuff.
Yeah. So the main reason we don't do a ton of posting on YouTube, as far as the shorts, is because if you notice, our videos are normally that we post on our socials are around 1.5 minutes.
Yeah, the under a minute thing doesn't work with the way we like to. It's stuff out.
It's also editing time. Like, I can't edit everything down to a minute. Because, like, sometimes we'll have a longer TikTok video because you can upload long ones on TikTok. And then I'll have to edit that down to fit on the Instagram for 1:30.
Yeah, I think what makes us work isn't under a minute.
No, it's not. It's not. No one wants to hear that.
Yeah, so I think once they allow that, I think the content on YouTube is going to grow. So keep checking back.
Yeah.
We're editing a crazy ThriftCon video right now to throw up there. So the YouTube channel is going to start.
Man, I hate to do this, but my back is on fire, bro. That's how old I am. I got to cut this thing off. I'm serious, Will. I'm over here struggling. These chairs
burning?
suck.
You
it's
feel
burning. It's burning. I'm over here twitching like a crackhead.
You feel burned back there, bro.
Bro, I'm telling you, it's over. So, hey, we love y'all.
Man, thank you.
SuperRetroPod@gmail.com. Hit us up, y'all. Peace.
Yep, keep it retro.